Sicilian defense, closed, traditional line, 3.Bb5 Nd4. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players had incredible precision in the endgame. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn, since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. The c-pawn in the Sicilian defense controls the d4 square. The closed Sicilian tries for slower growth without a quick push to d4 and controls d5 with the knight. And c6 aids in maintaining control over the d4 and e5 squares. As soon as the bishop is ready, bb5 launches an attack on the c6 knight. And d4 places the knight on a center square and attacks the bishop on b5. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. The bishop is prepared to grow into a functional square. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. By doing this, a knight moves out of its beginning square and into the action. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. It is the last book move. The bishop will be better off as a result of this. That's good. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is quite good. This exchange is fair. It is ideal. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is ideal. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. The bishop is prepared to grow into a functional square. It is quite good. By doing this, a bishop moves out of its beginning square and into the action. That's good. By attacking the enemy knight, this activates a piece while also buying time. That's good. This shields the knight who was attacked. It is ideal. This provides an equal exchange of parts. It is ideal. This wastes a chance to transport a knight to safety. It is incorrect. This doubles the pawns in front of the king, decreasing its safety and harming the pawn structure. This permits the opponent to kick a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. The opposing bishop gets kicked by a pawn, and must now move or be captured. It is ideal. This moves the bishop to safety. This threatens to win a pawn. It is best. This wastes a chance to win a bishop's tempo while simultaneously developing a piece. It is incorrect. This is an equal trade. This is the only move that works. It is best. This exposes a pawn attack. It is ideal. It's alright. That's good. This prevents an assault on a pawn that may have been taken. It is ideal. This squanders a chance to link rooks. It is incorrect. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is ideal. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Recaptures, from a previous move. This is the only good move. It is a great move. Not the finest, this. It is incorrect. This exchange is fair. It is ideal. Recaptures. White is equal at this point in the endgame. It is ideal. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. It is quite good. This competes for the open file with the opposing rook. It is ideal. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. That's a decent move. That's good. In the endgame, an active king is essential, and removing it from the rear rank is the first step. That's good. By moving it from the back rank, this activates the king in the endgame. It is ideal. A powerful play. It is quite good. Among the best actions. It is quite good. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Recaptures. This poses a fork piece threat. It is ideal. This prevents the adversary from forking pieces. It is ideal. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. A wise decision. It is quite good. That is a logical response. It is quite good. This misses an opportunity to threaten winning a pawn. This permits the opponent to fork pieces. It is an inaccuracy. This comes in several sections. It is ideal. A pawn that was being attacked and had no defenses is now protected by this. It is ideal. It was a free pawn there. This poses a risk of winning a pawn. It is ideal. This defends the attacked pawn. It is best. The rook is now in a safe position. This poses a risk of winning a pawn. It is ideal. It's all right. That's good. Very precise. It is best. This misses a chance to prevent the opposing rook's check. It is incorrect. This passes up the chance to make a passed pawn. It is incorrect. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. This defends a vulnerable pawn by pinning one of its attackers. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by opposing pawns as it tries to promote. This threatens to create a passed pawn. It is best. This removes a pawn that was threatening to win material. This stops the opponent from being able to create a passed pawn. It is excellent. A powerful play. It is quite good. The pawn is now in a safe position. It is ideal. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is quite good. This is the only move that works. It is best. Balanced. Neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players had incredible precision in the end game. Takes back. It is best. Balanced. Neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players had incredible precision in the end game.